XM 105, Sirius 206, the Opie and Anthony channel. The Ron and Fez show starts right now.
Okay, let's get down to it, boppers.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to get down to it, boppers. It's the Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. For the first time ever since I started working here at Sirius XM, we have lost our India audience because they are in a massive power outage. 600 million people are without power in India right now. That's twice the number of people in the United States.
That's fucking... I didn't realize India was so goddamn big.
How do you not know this?
I mean, I know China's up there, but India, fucking
Dude,
shit.
I think India has a billion people.
Okay.
And here's what kills me about India. They got 1 billion people, but you don't see any kind of Olympic team that's getting medals. They should be crushing over there.
And they have that many people, and they don't hear much besides, like, I don't know, call centers and, like, horrible fucking tragedies with, like, fucking tsunamis and shit.
Well, you know, a hell of a lot of culture has come out of India.
I understand.
I'm going to just point this out to you because you don't hear a lot about it there, but there's an enormous amount of the world's culture that has come out of India. They really... It goes to show what happens with the overpopulation thing. Sorry, Catholic Church, but too many people can cause a hell of a lot of problems. Now, as far as I know, they don't know what started this power outage. I'm going to believe that a cow kicked over a lamp and started the whole thing. Thank you, Chicago. It happened in Chicago. And the weird thing is, you know, Molly's is in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And Mike Kaka lives there, and he has a barn, and he won't put electric in it. He's always like, well, I better light the lamp so the cows don't get scared at night. I go, if one of those fuckers...
What is he doing?
...kicks over that lamp...
Get that shit wired.
He won't do it. He says it looks prettier.
You know, you can get some nice fucking lamps that look like fire, but they're electric.
Our own Fez Watley has major problems today. We're going to get to him in a couple of minutes. It's one of the first days I've ever seen him come in here not being ready to rock and roll. So something's going up in his head. I don't know whether it's India. I don't know whether it's the swim team behaving the way that they are. Every 4 years, we expect our swimmers to dominate.
It's a clusterfuck.
We expect our gymnasts to dominate.
Fucking
we want our volleyball girls to dominate.
When that doesn't happen, fucking everything gets thrown off. The fucking goddamn men's gymnasts, they fucked up. It's fucking up my goddamn Olympic fantasy.
By the way, the Iowa Mollies, slam them. The people of Iowa were slowly but surely going to love the Ron Barrington cupcake.
They better.
I'm going to give them weeks before they act like this is the greatest thing I've ever eaten. Who's the genius that came up with this flavor combination?
It's on the cupcake, Ron Barrington.
Here's what pisses me off, dude. If fucking Flavor Flav didn't have that name first, that would be me. And I'd be walking around with a giant clock around my fucking neck.
Maybe just go with Flavor Man. Like Future Man, but Flavor Man.
By the way, I had Flavor on the show many, many years ago when I was in Florida. And the clock that he had wasn't even working. It was stopped. So I said to him, I go, Flavor, your clock isn't working. And he said, and I'll never forget this because it was one of the great sayings ever. He said, just because the clock stopped don't mean time stopped. And I was like, yeah, that is true.
That's deep.
It's not like someone's watch doesn't work, so everyone's frozen. Yesterday's Unmasked, honestly, one of the best ever.
DL is fantastic.
DL Hughley is
He's fucking great.
Really one of the most thoughtful, bright, loves to be controversial guys, loves to give you a scenario that you don't believe that there's, that you've already made your mind up on. Then he comes back with it, and you're like, all right, I don't agree with you 100%, but yeah, you're making a lot of sense right now.
Yeah, that's a good point, DL.
He's easily the type of guy that if he wanted to, could be selling watches in the street, and people would be like, "All right, I just got," because he moves very, very quickly.
I know it's a knockoff, but I still kind of want it.
And but he's like extremely well read, and all self-taught, and then street smart, which is my favorite combination. I don't like when somebody leaves part of it out. I hate when you run into a college professor who doesn't know how to fucking catch a bus. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you can't be completely street because then you have no idea what the news is. And again, I'm going to point this out and pass it along. Just because the clock stopped.
Yeah.
Don't mean time stopped. So that's on Friday. And then the next week is Roseanne. Getting a lot of big unmasked done. Raven's got a question for us. What is it, Raven?
Hi, my name is Raven. I'm 27 years old, and I'm getting married next year. And my cousin, she's 31, and she's having a baby shower. And instead of her having a baby shower like a normal cheesy baby shower, she's making it into a mini wedding. And normally I wouldn't care, but she's trying to steal my centerpiece idea. Like, who does that for a baby shower? I don't know. Her. And I want to tell her about it. And my brother said don't, because she's an attention seeker, and if you give an attention seeker attention, they're winning. So that's my moral conundrum, which I should have started off with that. Sorry.
See, here's what the problem is, Raven. We live in modern times where everybody wants to be famous in their own world. This is a Facebook problem that you're dealing with. Why can't people just have babies or just get married without turning it into the fucking royalty happening? By the way, I also hate royalty. I hate all those people. I don't know what they do for a living. I don't know why we're supposed to care about them.
They ball out.
But really, why does everyone need to make every small part of life this giant occasion that needs to be celebrated by everyone else?
It happens every day on Facebook. It's crazy. I see someone will just make a mundane post like fucking, I don't know, Republicans suck, right, everybody? And then there's like 50 or 60 comments of people just fucking going back and forth. You're right, dude.
Because now we're all Fox News. You're just not talking. You're Fox News, and you're debating, and you're attacking, and you're telling someone else they drank the Kool-Aid. By the way, if you find yourself repeating any of those things, you drank the Kool-Aid, somebody's a socialist, somebody's a fascist.
You're a Hitler.
You know you're not thinking. Raven, you grew up in Queens yourself?
Queens in Medford, Long Island, way out in Suffolk County. Yeah.
Here's my idea for you. You take that new husband of yours, and you guys move far, far away from family. Far away as you can get. Because I'll tell you this, and I had to get far enough away so I stopped going to children's birthday parties, where A, I wasn't wanted, and B, they would try to plan on Sundays. Now, I wasn't wanted by the children. The adults wanted me there to see the children in a bouncy fucking castle. But the children, of course, they had their own friends.
Yeah, they don't want to be around the adults.
And then I'm showing up, and I'm drinking punch out of a small cup, and I thought, how can I get out of this without making the family upset? I know, move as far away as humanly possible.
Well, it worked.
Right.
Move as far away, and then every year move like 500 or 1,000 miles closer until finally you can get back in with the family where you're glad to see them.
You're right, Ron. Time to go. Time to pack my bags and get out of here.
You got to get out of there. And then also, I don't know if you do any kind of black magic or voodoo, but you could put together some kind of ceremony hoping for a miscarriage.
Santeria.
Oh my God.
Is that too much? Did I go too far? Is moving better?
She had in vitro, so it's a little too much. All
right, that's a good call then. Sometimes I go too far.
It's heavy cash.
A little bit.
Well, they're covered. When you're covered, you're like, give me whatever. All right, talk to you later, Raven.
All right, thanks a lot, Ron.
Bye-bye. Charlie, what's your question?
What's going on, Ronnie B?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I was looking at the Olympics. Now, if you were to be in a country that only had 3 athletes that represented your country, now, Ronnie, if you had your skills, your baseball skills, would you go over, or any kind of skill, like any kind of sport that you would dominate, say, like in Cameroon and you were to go kick ass, could you take your skills over there and be on the Olympic team?
I don't play against the United States, and I don't like people who do. When we had the baseball thing, a lot of baseball players would go over and play for Ireland or something because their grandmother was there. That disgusted me. I would actually probably I'd feel so awful if I looked up and saw that I'm trying to stop the United States from winning a medal.
It's some expat bullshit.
Now, we got rid of baseball because there wasn't enough stuff. They're now talking about getting rid of basketball. The reason? Well, not getting rid of it, but limiting it.
23 years old.
Yeah, 23 years and younger. The reason why they're talking about getting rid of it is not because it's lacking popularity. It's too popular. This is the hottest ticket that we have, is basically seeing the NBA players.
And just fucking destroying. It's watching a fucking crazy show.
Wilbon said they turned away 100 members of the press that could not get in to see the basketball thing. The NBA is pissed because they're saying, you've got our players, why aren't we getting paid? We want to take this thing out and make a fucking World Cup about it.
Happens only every 4 years, Stern.
They want
Chill the fuck out.
They want a 4-year World Cup, like to rip off soccer. They know they've got the people that the countries to do it, and then that way they'll make the money. Here's what kills me. Because anybody that ever holds out on money, we always, for some reason in this country, we pick the billionaires over the millionaires. We're like, that fucker better just play. He's making enough money. If LeBron and Kobe were demanding money for the Olympics, we would be attacking them.
We killed them, yeah.
Attacking them.
Where's your American pride? Just like, you're fucking terrible.
Why aren't we mad at the owners for doing the same exact thing? Where's their American pride? Why aren't they sitting around going, look at the Olympics. We've got the greatest players in the world. I'm so proud. Because let me tell you something about the owners. You didn't fucking create the skills that these guys have. America did. Most of these guys had great skills from playing either street ball or CYO league or some youth camp. They were all great by the time they got to you. So stop acting like, oh, look, the NBA's done it.
Well, David Stern's just a piece of fucking human garbage regardless.
David Stern is going out of his way to say, I'll do what the owners want me to do. He doesn't have a fucking idea of his own.
He's a fucking cock. Especially with the lockout last season.
I should have left Raven on a little more, because, you know what, I felt like I did not give her the advice that she was looking for. She was a kid with a moral conundrum, and I wasn't there for her. Hey. And here's the thing that I love about Raven, from Queens, your hometown.
Q Borough.
Yeah. She is so Raven.
Oh, like Raven Simone.
Huh? Who?
Raven Simone.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah. The actress.
Don't know her.
Come on, look at her. She looks good. Cosby?
No, she wasn't in Cosby. How could she be in Cosby and be named Raven? Is she from That's So Raven?
Yeah.
Who's That's So Raven? The girl from Cosby?
Yeah.
I don't know fucking shit about Shinola then. I don't know what the hell's happening.
Hey, she was in the Cosby Show and hanging with Mr. Cooper before that.
Here's the thing. I want you,
yeah,
Zito.
Yeah.
Who's the interns today?
It's Kokomo Joe and Catholic Sam.
All right, here's what I need.
Okay.
I need a complete refresher course in youth culture. For me to be making mistakes like this, I need you guys in here with flashcards,
okay,
bringing up different things.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Skrillex.
That's Demi Lovato. I don't know. That's One Direction. I want to be able to do all that kind of shit and move very, very fast.
Carly Rae Jepsen, go.
See, I don't even know who that was. That's Call Me Maybe?
Hey, there you go.
Okay, good. She's the one who got porn tapes out that...
Supposed it's a porn tape.
There was a fake porn tape at first.
I thought it was real.
I did not let Hicks put it up on the iBang. And he's like, why? This is huge. And I go, well, my biggest problem is it's a 20-minute tape of her sucking cock.
Yeah, she's blowing some dude.
That's not exactly the kind of porn I'm looking for. That's basically saying guy porn.
Check out this dick, guys.
I don't want any part of it.
Apparently there's pictures also. Those haven't leaked yet.
Coming up, we got a very, very big... We're going to try to solve Fez's problems today. and we'll do the best that we can there. He does have problems. One of the bosses was asking me about it outside.
Holy shit.
And then also saying that he read a negative thing about Fez online. This wasn't our boss, our boss's boss. So, like, that he's not applying his skills. He says to me, there was some negative thing that he doesn't apply his skills that was written on the internet. I go, dude, on the internet? Everybody that you know here has negative shit written about him. Don't be worried about a bad vibe.
It's a wasteland out there.
I know. But
It's
he's
like
like
the outside world from Judge Dredd. When you're not in the city, it's just a fucking weird desert full of cannibals and fucking assholes.
boy, that's the weirdest metaphor. I mean, that's about 8 people saw that fucking thing.
I saw it in theaters.
You know, they're talking about doing a remake.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'll be there.
And I think it's really going to have to do on this week's sci-fi remake.
Oh, Total Recall.
Yeah, if the Total Recall works out and they make some money, I think we're going to get all the 80s movies rebooted.
Love it. Maybe that means Starship Troopers will come back.
Starship Troopers is oddly loved.
I can't get enough of it, man.
Now, I think that they kind of trashed it, but making it cheaper and cheaper.
No, there's a bunch of straight-to-DVD
Yeah, straight to DVD like it's American Pie movies.
Just even worse and worse CGI.
You know our famous How Well Do You Know series that we do on the iBank.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That seems like it is become the best thing in the history of the internet.
I fucking love it.
So You Think You Know, we did So You Think You Know Jay Moore.
Yep.
So You Think You Know Eastside Dave.
Hell yeah.
And then So You Think You Know the TV show Louie.
Yep.
All vastly successful. I think we've got a great one right now. Front page of the iBang. So You Think You Know Brian Regan.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now, you don't run into a funny person anywhere that you don't say, who's your favorite comedian, and they don't repeat Brian Regan. It just doesn't happen.
He's hysterical.
If you say to anyone, that is funny. Anyone who's ever gotten a laugh anywhere, who's the best person working today? They all go, oh, Brian Regan.
It's Regan. He's an hysterical human being.
He's hysterical, little clean for Ronnie Peace. That, you know what I mean? I gave him a little Vice cunny joke. Drop a cunny joke in there.
Just fucking blow everybody's mind, right?
A couple attacks on minority groups. You attack anyone that has mental or physical problems, Brian.
That might, like, fuck up his base. They're used to him being clean.
I wrote a premise for him.
Yeah.
It was basically this. What the fuck is up with Kim Kardashian's ass? And then I go, you take it from there. You finish it. I gave you what I believe to be 90% of the joke.
Hope he took it.
No, you roll with it.
I want to hear what happened. I want to hear what's up with it.
I want to see how our audience does on this. And again, pass this out to your friends because no matter who they are, young, old, edgy, conservative, they love Brian Regan.
It doesn't matter. He fucking goes everywhere.
I'm sure I'll ace this thing within seconds.
I'm fucking taking this shit.
All right, now there's 10 pictures up there, and I have to guess which one's Brian Regan.
They're all.
You know what's really weird is like we didn't put that in like a kind of a timeline, so it looks like he's stepping in and out of time. So that'll be fun to play.
Hell yeah. I'm playing it right now.
Scuba Doo says, and by the way, Scuba Doo uses as their picture Chris Stanley. I don't think I know him, so I won't take the quiz. He is a fine comedian now. To me, that person should be banned from the Interrobang.
Why not jump
You've got to be able to understand who Brian Regan is before you jump into the Interrobang.
It's a huge part of it.
Got the chance to talk to a lot of fucking great people after the thing yesterday. Found out that I met fucking Gopak without even knowing it. What are these people? They say hello, but they don't say who they are. and they vanish.
Yeah, Go Pack Joe. He hit me off with some smokes and some liquor yesterday as well.
Would you
Good man.
please, because some people are shy,
Yeah.
when you know who they are, say, I'm going to make sure that you meet Ronnie B here.
All right, I have to take that initiative.
Instead of, boom, you grab your little fucking present and the way they got in and start to chug it.
This is how much I appreciate. I'll drink it in front of you.
Now, you told me something that I swore would never happen.
Yeah.
I told you that Angel Fuck would show up. You swore to me she would not. You were right, and I was wrong. Fonzie has trouble saying that, and now I know why. But I did have a chance to run into her on the street.
Oh.
She made it as far as the front of the place.
All right.
And I said, what happened? She goes, I just like to make Chris Stanley look like an asshole.
Shit, that was the answer.
So one of the seats is empty. And then you stuck Dana, the intern, in her seat.
Yes, Dana.
And
jumped
at
in.
one point, I looked up, and the whole room is laughing. And I see Dana just, like, looking around. Like, and then I also heard her do this to the person next to her.
Yeah.
They're saying a lot of words, right? When they say words, everyone starts laughing, right?
Sometimes, Dana. Yeah, it depends on the context of the words, actually. Why don't you know anything?
She doesn't understand that.
It's not that hard.
By the way, Harley Quinn, third person, and he writes up first. Another thing that I'd like to have some kind of ban from the internet is anyone who writes up first.
It's as old as the internet. The fucking people still do it.
I was the first person on the internet, and I actually
Shit.
first.
That's fucking old school.
It is, but luckily I was in MIT at the time, and we were working for the government.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was my job. We were coming up with people, how to train people to kill Robert Kennedy, and then not remember how they did it.
Oh my god.
It was. We were working for the Central Intelligence
All right.
Agency.
Baby, should you be saying this over the air?
Good point.
It's
How's
out there.
the youth culture refresher course coming along?
It's coming. Getting fucking some shit together. Actually, tie in with RFK. Taylor Swift is now dating RFK Jr.'s son. They were spotted together at Hyannisport.
So that's is at least 4th of July fucking that came out. You're
It was
3
in the
weeks
Post-
late.
It was in the Post today. They were breaking it, they said.
They weren't breaking it because those two were together up at the Berkshires for the James Taylor concert.
Oh.
And then they went to the Kennedy compound where they would not let Taylor Swift sleep. I didn't even know this, but the compound has been given to some kind of a charity thing after Ted Kennedy died.
Oh, wow.
It's no longer belongs to the family.
It's not fuck Camelot anymore, or at least theirs. That's weird.
You're right. It's not fuck Camelot. You're 100% correct. So, your news could not be older.
Maybe I need a refresher then.
Here's another thing, too. I heard Dana say.
Yeah, what's
So
up?
I'm sitting there talking to D.L. Hughley, and he's killing.
Hell yeah.
And I heard Dana say, Fez is getting a lot blacker these days.
The fuck? That's obviously not Fez.
But you can't blame her. I'm going to blame Chris Stanley
Oh, come on.
for once again believing in Angel Fuck.
I said it was not going to happen.
You said it was not going to happen, but you didn't do anything to stop it. You didn't stop me from stopping you.
All right. I guess that is my fault then.
Do you want to make this right?
I would like, yeah?
You need a time machine, go back in time, and come running through the door when you and I were having that conversation. Okay, I guess it didn't work because you still...
Don't have a time machine.
Let me see if you do or not. No.
I'm still here.
All right, I got an idea.
Okay.
By the time you die, invent a time machine and fix this. A motherfucker. You haven't done shit. You know it? I just gave you
Yeah.
to the rest of your life to fix a problem.
Who knows how long I'm going to live for, though? I mean, fucking time machine's might take a while.
So you tell me you died making that time machine?
Yes.
All right, let's have one of your children come back and tell me what happened to you. Whole fucking family of slackers. Nothing. Nobody. You're shit.
Oh, maybe
Don't take this the wrong way.
I feel really
but
bad
you
about
are
myself.
fucking shit.
I feel really bad about myself.
So is your children. Let's see if your grandchild can fix it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Loser family.
I'm going to write this down, and hopefully this will change. Oh, no, then it would have happened. Yeah.
Nothing will happen.
This fucking time machine logic.
Even your
up.
ancestors haven't done shit.
Maybe the whole Earth's wiped out. Maybe it's not slacking.
Already somebody has made the Brian Regan winner circle. Tope Con Hilo.
Oh, shit.
First try, dogsies. F yeah.
That man knows Brian Regan.
What's not to know?
He's the shit.
He really is. And again, there's not a funny person in the world who doesn't agree with that fact. I wonder if, maybe see if one of your children will go back and do something with Brian Regan. Maybe get their picture on that iBank thing next to him.
How's that even possible?
Nothing. Loser family.
You know, who knows if maybe Time Machine never gets fucking invented. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's without losers. It's just this Time Machine isn't possible to make.
That's a loser. If you can't come up with a time
It's not a
machine.
loser. It's just not possible. It's
How
physics.
fucking hard is it?
It's physics.
It's a fucking DeLorean, and you're pouring trash in the back.
That's the
fucking
fucking
easiest thing ever.
That was a movie. It was not real. So it made that up.
Somebody in your family go back and make up another movie.
See, they can't do that because there's no time machines. Fuck. Would be cool though if there were.
All right, let's try to get into Watley's head. He tells me he did not sleep at all.
Oh no.
And that was going to affect his work today. Now, luckily, the rest of us have perfect personal lives. That's why we come in here ready to work every day. We've been blessed.
I know, I'm lucky as fuck.
I've never had a problem in my personal life.
What's that?
That's why I come in here going, let me grab the mic. Everything's great in my life.
Rock that shit?
Yeah, I've been working a little bit with the youth refresher course, and the kids have me on.
All right, good.
Here's the thing I worry about. Two of the people that you have given me the youth refresher course,
Yeah.
Catholic Sam and Kokomo Joe,
Yeah.
are about as far as fucking hip, okay, as you can get.
See, but Zito is top 40-ish, so he is mindful of what the youth care about.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want fucking cool.
Oh shit! All right.
I want at least one cool kid.
I might have to fucking recruit somebody else.
I have one of your grandchildren come from the fucking future. I know that they're cool.
I don't think they have a fucking time machine. That's the problem. I don't think it was ever invented.
Lazy family.
Seriously, if a time machine was fucking possible.
All right, here, pass this on to your grandchildren.
Yeah.
Sit in a fucking easy chair, do fucking bong hits, and drink.
I don't need to fucking give any fucking tips on that.
I know.
Seriously, if the time machine existed, fucking Hitler wouldn't be alive. That would be the first thing I would think. Fucking some
What was that name that you brought up?
Hitler?
I'm not familiar with it.
The fucking
And I was
Nazis.
a history major. Nazis? Don't know what that is.
6 million Jews killed in the 30s and 40s.
No, take a look. There's a piece in the paper. More Jews than ever, thanks to the population explosion during the 40s. You don't realize.
Am I unstuck in time?
It happened, Chris. It happened.
Fuck! This is great!
It all worked out, except for too many Jews.
Israel's just all fucking North Africa now and just fucking...
Just completely taken over. All right. We got the quick question, and it's got to do with our own... you know what? Before we get into that, you've got something you want to tell us, because Fuzz is a little hurt right now, but something about the old women and children first.
Okay, so I think everyone's heard that if a fucking ship is going down, women and children first. Save the women and children. I think that was pretty accepted. That
I've never heard that.
Oh, come on.
Well, you know who didn't hear it was that guy that was in the shooting thing that threw his baby away.
Yeah.
Who is now one of my favorite all-time people because he protected his own ass.
Oh, yeah, he got the fuck out of there. And then worried about telling his wife he forgot the baby. Well, yeah. So 2 Swedish economists basically studied shipping disasters from the 1850s to now. And they found that women only survive about 27% and children 15%. Whereas the crew members are 61% of the people surviving, 44% for captains, and 37% overall for male passengers.
So who invented this?
I have no idea. It's actually a myth. I thought it was real. I figured if the fucking shit's going down, you're gonna fucking put the women and the kids out on the things first. But that's a total fucking lie. It's just the crew members and the dudes.
Would you be comfortable getting into a thing knowing that there were still children on the deck?
Oh, God. I'd feel bad about it, but I'd still do it.
All I've ever wanted to do is save a kid, whether it's one being thrown out of a building, whatever. Because I feel like that makes your total life at that point.
You saved a child. That's it.
Yeah.
You're good.
And if there is any kind of Catholic heaven, you could just immediately say, yeah, I did all those things. Then I caught a fucking kid and took a bullet doing it. So, fuck you, let me in.
It's fucking sick.
You tell me everybody in there saved the kid's life? Because I doubt it.
Some just let boring fucking lives and do anything bad.
Right.
You know?
Put me the fuck in. Put me in.
Clean slate.
Put me at JC's table.
Wow.
I should be sitting to the right of the guy who's sitting to the right of the guy. That's where I should be.
Badass.
Because, like, let's suppose you saved the fucking kid's life, right?
Yeah.
And then you got killed doing it, whatever. And I'm telling the story to you. Is anything else matter except for that one fucking line?
No. He died saving a child.
Perfect. That's perfect for any tombstone.
Yeah, throw it on there.
He
You're good.
died saving a child. You motherfuckers.
So stop talking shit about him.
Don't judge this man. He gave up his life so a kid could live. He basically makes that fucking Private Ryan movie look like shit.
Now that kid better fucking live up to his dead fucking memory. That'd be fucking whack if the kid just fucking was a fuck up.
If somebody saved your life like that, would you go out of your way to like live a better life? I don't think I could do it. I think I would forget within days.
Yeah, I probably when it's fresh, right? It's like, yeah, man, this is my second chance.
Right.
This is a fucking sign. Then, I'm start getting fucked up again.
I know me. When I was a kid, if someone caught me when I jumped out of a window and they died, I'd say, I still think I could have rolled and made it. Hand me that fucking brewski and let's start and chop up this fucking white. Okay? I'm not going to fucking shoot it because I'm not uptown. I just want to snore a little bit. Then I'll say, remember the skin pop. I don't know if the whole fucking thing.
It's not
But that's the problem. Like, I don't take blessings the way they should be taken.
Yeah. Whatever. Maybe it's all bullshit anyway. Maybe
That's
it's just
bullshit.
It's just it's like whatever. It's just random chance. So it's nothing special.
You're
It's not
fucking
a
nihilist,
blessing,
my friend.
right?
You're fucking nihilist.
I'm just saying that's one
No,
direction.
you're
to
fucking
go in.
nihilist. Go ahead. Take that dark fucking walk. Nothing matters. And what if it did? You're gonna be just as happy as Watley.
I'm gonna steal somebody's rug.
Let's go over to Chris. Chris, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Yeah, Ron, what if that kid that you saved grows up to be like the next Stalin? Then you're like inadvertently responsible for murdering like millions of people because you saved a little fucker.
That actually could be true right now of anything. Anytime that you didn't fucking beat a kid's head hit him with a fucking bat.
He grows up. He's a Sandusky.
You got to wonder yourself how many people that have been convicted of killing kids may be heroes.
Wow.
I'm not saying it's a high percentage.
There's got to be at least one or two of those dead kids, right?
One of those dead kids probably would have grown up to be some kind of a firebomber.
Oh. So really, that maybe some of those fucking kid rapist murderers doing us all a favor.
Like, every year, I remember they would tell us, like the principal or one of those assholes that would make speeches, you kids are the future, one of you kids is going to do something. And I could say, from experience, nobody from my fucking neighborhood turned out. Nobody did shit. And they wasted 12 years of education on us. It would have been just fucking better if they would have took everyone that I started kindergarten with and sent us into the mines. We would have been better for society if we were down there with a fucking claw hammer trying to dig coal out of the fucking Pennsylvania walls.
At teen people's homes, so.
They should have fucking opened my graduation with, well, today we were depressed looking at you guys, but who knows? There's a slight chance one of you will at least kill a kid who might have been some kind of a mass murderer. That's the most I can hope for right now.
You could change the future.
I had to give one of those fucking speeches, and I might have been a little hungover when I went in. It was when I started radio. And I said, I believe that children are the furniture. And then I fucking sat on one of the kids. Now, in hindsight, anybody could have made that mistake.
I guess. I don't know, furniture and future.
Anybody could have made that mistake. That's fucking something that happens.
All right.
I want to get into this with Fez. I know that he's kind of sobbing about it. He has family problems.
Yeah.
With his family, and he didn't sleep a wink last night. He didn't sleep. He didn't have a chance to do any of it. I think he got one iBang story up. It's not a good time for him. So when we bring him in here, gentle.
Okay.
Chris?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again so you fucking hear me.
Yeah.
Gentle.
Okay.
Gentle is...
I don't know, though. I mean...
Be a gentle man.
I can't do that. I'm not gentle. I'm more of like a fucking...
Should I send you out of the room?
Monster.
The guy's in tears. And I don't even know if he's going to make it through telling the story.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He's got problems, dude. He's got problems, and it's tough for him to solve problems. He's not a problem solver.
All right.
He's not Mr. Wolf. No one ever says, all right, we got a total fuck up here. Call Fez and get him down here immediately.
We have to buy new bedroom sets for everything.
That's not his thing. I happen to like oak myself.
Oak is good.
Somebody wrote in, did Fez bring in his $99 worth of comics? No. He doesn't want to move that storyline along. He's got his own fucking problems today. But I will say this. Maybe the wolf gets out there and bites things. But who is going to... What species, do they say, is going to be around after the bombs drop?
Cockroaches, insects?
Yeah. And Fez is a cockroach.
Oh.
Because he survives by scurrying. He scurries, stays out of the light, and survives.
Nasty. You gotta get some light. Cockroaches are fucking disgusting.
What did I tell you about being fucking gentle?
I'm saying that
That's his fucking family crest right there.
Oh,
the cockroach.
Ew. When you crush and white stuff comes out.
So?
It's nasty. I don't want to see that shit. It should be
You think you
blood.
want to see a fucking human crushed? No. I'll tell you something else.
Duh.
He lives in the baseboards.
Oh, there's barely any room down there. It's fucking tight.
You'd be surprised. All right, so he's in trouble. We're going to bring him in and play a little bit of
The Advice Show.
The Advice Show.
The Advice Show.
And $2 if he makes it through even telling the story without crying.
I'll take that. I'll take that money.
Give me a pound. I want to shake hands with it, but I don't know what you've done with your hand.
And I'll blow it up, too.
Ooh, That'll be my thing. When you blow up your pound, I'll be like the kid.
Here you go. Here, I'm good for it, too. I got $2. I got 3, but I'll save that for later.
Yeah, car fare. All right. Here comes Fez Watley. And if you'd like to help Fez with his advice, it's 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. $2 to Chris Stanley if he can even tell the story without breaking into a sob. Fez, how are you?
Oh, not good. Nightmare in Florida. I got simultaneous calls from my sister and my little brother yesterday after the unmasked. And
that's sad.
No, it's not. It's fine.
My mother was having like just a crying, upset, nervous breakdown over.
Well, why didn't your dad help her?
My dad's dead.
Oh, jeez.
He died a year and a half ago. So,
don't think about that.
Apparently, my older brother, Corky, has just, with his pill problem, and had been, I think he had been clean for a few months because his pill buddy moved away, but is just went off the deep end and was tormenting my mother all night. And he lives with my mother and kept going into her room.
That's got to be hard on her, right?
She can handle
when
that.
you even think about her, that's got to be awful.
Well, she's 76 years old and she doesn't need his shit. And he kept going into her room, waking her up like every 15 minutes. Then...
After what? Beef?
I have no idea. But then she thought he had a stroke because he went in there, he was trying to talk and couldn't. But they don't do anything about it. They don't call an ambulance. They just let him go back and sleep it off. So she talked to my little brother and my sister, and they finally decided last night they're going to do something about it. They're all going to get together and talk to my mother and do something about it. So they called me to see if I had any advice. I gave them the best plan I could think of dealing with him.
Cry? Because this is going to cost me $2.
Don't cry.
So they're like, that. This is.
Well, what is the best plan?
Well, I said, you have, if you're going to do the intervention with him, I'm like, you all have to be on board. You all have to decide this is it. I told them you have to have some sort of plan ready for him. He's too far gone. You have to have, if you're going to put him in rehab, you have, or I said at least take him to the hospital. You have to have that ready because he's not going to figure it out himself. So just all these basic things that I think...
Well, those aren't the basic things. The thing is, it's like if you called your mom and tried to teach her how to fix the fucking electrical wiring at the house. She's not ever going to be able to do it. So the only way to do this is to get a professional and let the professional handle it. You call any of those rehabs and you ask them for help, and they'll send somebody over, and he'll give them the rules, and they just follow the rules, and you don't have to have a 76-year-old woman figure it out. But the whole thing before of you saying that he was clean, not having a connection and being clean are two fucking different things. All right, I got to pay out $2 because he did tell the whole fucking story.
I haven't gotten to all of it yet.
Well, what else is there?
Well, then last night after this big family dinner they were having in Florida, I'm asking, I'm saying, so what did you guys doing? What did you decide? And then they just blow it off again. And I don't...
That's actually even a fake cry there.
And I don't understand it. It's
why are you upset? If they blew it off, that's their life.
But they're like, we're going to try to get him to a doctor. And I'm like... They're just...
But why are you upset if it's their life and they're okay with it?
Because I don't like to see my mother tortured like this.
She's not tortured. If she says she doesn't want to do the rehab thing, then you can't do it. It's her house, and it's her son. You know what I mean? Like, the only part of this that would matter is if the person enabling him didn't want to enable anymore, and she's okay with it. I don't understand why you're upset.
Because they call all upset. They get me wound up.
Why are you getting wound up? Don't get wound up.
And then it's just, I just know something bad's gonna happen here.
Well,
if he's going in her room at night, something bad is eventually
Sexually?
gonna happen.
Do you mean
No,
sexually?
No, I don't think so. No.
All right, is that it now?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Here's your $2. How the fuck? Now I know that it's almost a made-up story that he made it through and couldn't cry. I do appreciate the one time that you try to force yourself to cry. I'm not even slightly worried because I could double down and get you in the bed.
That's an option?
Yeah. I'll fucking give you 8-to-1 odds that it doesn't start raining up into the air, leaving from the ground, and you'll fucking take it. You're not going to turn down those kind of odds.
That sounds like fucking good action, actually. And I'm kind of flush right now.
Let's go over to Mike in Texas. You're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, this is what you need to do. You need to go get if you really care and it's bothering you that much, go get your brother, bring him up to New York, and straighten his ass out. I mean, take care of the problem just like you did when your dad got sick. You got him up there to New York and you took care of him.
Ouch.
What the fuck?
That was starting to be like a nice thing. Turned out not to be a nice one. Frazier, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, as an ex-addict, Fez, them interventions and everything don't work for an addict. The only thing that can help an addict is helping himself.
Well, the intervention would have been this. The intervention part would have been to get out of the mother's house. That's the only intervention is to save your mom for this. But if your mom is okay living with him with that, I don't see where this is any of your business now.
Yeah, and then she starts crying about if something happens to her, will we take care of him?
Right. Well, what did you say?
And I said I'm not bringing him to New York.
Why not?
I don't have room for him here.
Get a bigger apartment.
Ball.
Get a bigger pad, and then the fucking two of you are the odd couple. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Then he's coming in your fucking room in the middle of the night, and you're fucking be able to like, oh, what's up, dude? You want to watch some fucking TV with me?
Thanks for the company.
I don't know why that got you so upset that you couldn't sleep all night, because it's not a new problem. You first brought this up to us years ago.
Yeah, and before that, and then I thought, I was thinking yesterday after I talked to them the first time that now they're finally listening to me because I said get him help before. This was long before my father passed away.
Why don't you get him help? Why don't you become the leader in this? Why don't you call the troops in? See, the weird thing is, like, obviously they're enabling him, but you're enabling them by acting like every time that they get upset, you're going to get upset and be part of it. You're not on the outside of this, and you're not in a fucking leadership position. You're just part of the hysteria. You know, it's just another clucking fucking chick. The great thing about most problems is that they're not original. They've happened before. And your thing of telling them, look, you're going to have to run the rehab on you, they don't know how to do that. You know better than that. You know that they need to call a fucking expert.
Well, that's what I was telling them. They have to have something there.
But
they can't just tell him to go to rehab.
But what I'm saying is, instead of you telling them to do the work, if this has got you concerned, why don't you do the work? Why don't you call the fucking place and say, here's what my problems are. And I think that my family's part of it, blah, blah, blah. Right now, I just see a lot of people that are living their life the way they want to. And then you're getting upset. Your brother's how old?
He's 55.
You know how tough it is to fucking make changes when you're that age? Particularly when you got a fucking place to crash? You know? Was he working?
He was working. He had gone back to work, got a job, got like this little promotion, so it looked like things were going his way a little bit more. But now he's like hasn't been to work in a couple of weeks.
The answer
what I found out.
Then the answer is no. I don't know why you get into the detail stuff. That's the fucking gossip part of it. The answer is no. The fucking fact of the matter is, the only reason why he's going to have breakfast this morning is because your mother gave it to him. Why would anyone fucking change? If they could fucking eat pills and have a place to crash, no one's going to give that up.
So then I'm like Corky, and Fez is like his mom.
No, because you're fucking taking care of your business right now. The second you stop taking care of business like everybody else, you know?
He is the only one who gives me breakfast, though. I'll tell you that much.
How's your breakfast been?
It's getting, we're stuck in like a new rut, I think. There's one place Fez goes to that has, it's bacon, egg, and cheese on just like white bread. It's not very good. I mean, I'm not going to...
No, do you tell Fez that?
I ask, but I don't get told anything till it's on the air.
But why aren't you reacting before? Why are you waiting and being all depressed about it? You know that he needs, look at him, he needs a good healthy breakfast. He needs fruit, he needs oatmeal.
About that.
I wouldn't even mind saying him doing some jumping jacks in the morning.
That I might vomit then.
Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, you know, this is completely consistent. I totally believe Fez's story. His family sounds about as lazy as him, and he's actually not bothered by the fact that his brother is struggling or hurting his mother. He's bothered by the fact that they called him and probably interrupted his wrestling watching or eating chicken or whatever else he does on a Monday night.
Were you able to eat chicken and watch wrestling last night?
I didn't watch any wrestling. I was on the phone.
Why do you stay on the phone with them? Why do you stay on the phone with people who don't take your advice? What is the fucking positive purpose? It just makes me think that you like the negativity. And then you come in here with us and you said, I have anything done, I'm not fucking prepared because I have these problems. And the problem is the same one for a couple years now. Let's go over to Murph. Murph, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, boys. Hey, Fezzy, this sounds like a long list of neurotic issues. Your mom sounds like a classic codependent, and she gets fulfillment from taking care of a son who's got problems. And then she gets fulfillment from weeping and crying to her other children about how hard her life is. And then you get fulfillment from coming on the show and complaining about how tough everything is. Now, my heart does go out to you, but you got to break the cycle, buddy.
You got to take a little fucking control in this. You're not acting like an adult. You're acting the same way you did with a kid. A lot of this has to do with just with gossip. Like even if I asked you if your brother was working, you had to go through the whole gossip thing. Or, as smart as you are and knowing enough about this stuff, acting like he was getting better because his source fucking disappeared. You know that doesn't end the fucking problem. You know all that stuff. Some of it, though, you just gotta let go of. Let's go over to Gary. Gary, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Oh, yeah, Ronnie. You know, Fez never takes advice that anybody gives him. Why would he expect his family to do that?
Well, it seemed like it was a bottoming out moment for all of them, where the fact that they even got together to talk about it finally, I took as a good sign.
I think you like the gossip and hysteria. I think it's a very comfortable thing for your whole family, and your family loves to say that one of the people is fucking things up. So, because that means that they're not. Now, you gotta remember what your brother went through. He just found out that his brother's gay. He's going to need pills.
It's a coping mechanism.
And a non-sexual gay. The toughest to defeat. So at the end of the day, all this means nothing, right? It's all back to regular.
It's like they're said they're going to take him to a doctor, and I don't even know what that means at this point.
Why do you care? What are you upset about? They're taking care of it then. It's their life. They're all adults. What are you upset about?
That my brother's going to end up dead from this. That my mother's going to find him. That it's not going to have a happy ending. That's for sure.
You mean like jacking a guy off after a massage?
Oh.
That's your way of solving this?
Oh, no. Oh, nasty.
Different kind of happy ending.
What happy ending would you like to have?
I'd like to have him get cleaned up, go to a program, and get some of his life back.
What have you done to make that happen?
I've talked to him. I've talked to my family about it.
Nobody wants to do it, including the person it's happening to. You know, nobody wants to do it. They're all very happy with that circumstance. The only person that doesn't seem to be happy right now is you.
That's true. Well, I mean, none of them are happy.
Have you called the fucking any rehab and talked to them about it?
Yeah, I did that like a year ago.
And what did they tell you?
And they were like, you have to get him down there. And
Why did you get him down there?
No, I didn't.
All right,
because I wasn't there to take him.
You know how to get on a plane?
And, I mean, I would have had to force him, and he wasn't, he didn't want to go.
Right, but we already talked the whole thing over about your whole fucking family would have to say, here's how you can be in our family. That's the fucking thing. But your family doesn't want that. They want all this other drama, which you yourself are part of. You love it as well. The fact that you ran out of here yesterday, ran all around the things, talking on the phone, told us how upset you were, didn't sleep and all, came in here, fucking blew up. You love this fucking stuff. Just admit that you love it, and that could be the fucking beginning. Like, this is fun for our family. Look at fucking Hicks. He doesn't even have a family.
Hell no. Loving it. What?
Let's go over to Howard. Howard, you're on Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Fez, you got to realize something. You can't fix your brother if he doesn't want to be fixed. I know that for a fact. So, and plus the drama, y'all love the drama. I had to cut my family loose because I wouldn't play in their drama game. I haven't seen my family in over 10 years because I would not do it. You're either going to have to learn to love it and live it or walk away from it.
I think he does love it, though. I think this is all part of it. I think this is all part of the big fun. People are living stuff on the iBang, giving Fez advice as well. But it's the same advice. How come you didn't fucking sleep all night? How come you came into work in the condition that you did? By the way, you also know, no matter what, you cost me 2 big ones. And now the worst thing is, obviously it's not the money, but the fucking happiness of fucking Hicks.
It feels great. I'm sorry, guys, but I mean, I'm on a roll here.
You should have got nods if you weren't fucking stupid.
Well, come on, I figured he'd cry.
Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Fezzy, what type of pills has your brother been hooked on? Because if they're opiates, it's obviously more than mental, it's also physical. If it's a Xanax thing, it can mess with his brain chemistry. I mean, that can kind of, if you can narrow down what it is, you might be able to attack it better.
Yeah, it's the opiates.
All right, man. Well,
like the
luck,
oxys.
because that's a fight, and I know Ron knows more about that than anybody.
Yeah, it's very, very tough, and he can't do it alone. I mean, at the very least, I think what you were saying is you're more worried about your mom than anything else.
Uh-huh.
Then you should bring your brother up here to live with you. Or just think to yourself, well, wait, this is my mom's problem. So whatever happens is her responsibility.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You got 5 seconds.